Hey everybody, welcome back for day 2 of the Spouse Picks the Shave. And I gotta say, again today, she did a great job. I came into the shave den this morning and saw what she had picked and a couple of little variances, but let's start off with the razor. I think she wants to kill me. This razor is, again, one of my favorites. This is a 6/8 Jerry Stark. It's called the Viking, and it's done in chain link style Damascus. It does have horn scales and a wooden wedge. This one was made for me, again, another bespoke razor, in the shape of the Whacker Chevalier, which I have. However, one thing I forgot to tell him not to do is to mute the point. Hence the reason why this is called the Viking, because that beast of a point is fully sharpened like a cat claw. So this is a razor I'm very, very careful with, but I love it. The brush today that she chose was the Paladin PK47 in jade, already preloaded. And of course it was soaked in my miniature A&W root beer mug, which has become the choice of soaking brushes, I guess. Okay, then of course after that she chose the Thayer's Lemon. Hence the reason why the title says whatever it says. It's a word that I made up this morning. The first aftershave, we have 2 aftershaves on day 2, 2 and 2. You Chuck Woolery fans will remember the 2 and 2 thing, but that's another story. I digress. I'm becoming Nurse Dave today, apparently. We're going to be using, the soap. God. The soap. This was a collaboration between Chris Lindsay at CBL Soaps and Frank at Ethos Grooming. And this was a lime, and it was a wonderful lime. So an Ethos / CBL Soaps lime. And then the same collaboration did a skin food splash. It's an aftershave, but it has nice emollients in it and everything else. So we're going to be using the Ethos lime splash, but Avocado Queen felt that we could not do this without another lime aftershave, and that is Sterling West Indies Lime. This one is my favorite, but it's absolutely fantastic because we're going to be 110 today or thereabouts. So we are definitely flying into the sun, and Sharon wanted to make sure that I was nice and crispy and fresh. And then for the EDT, we chose something that had limes, lemons, and then of course bergamat is I guess the correct spelling. I've been pronouncing it wrong all these years. So bergamat, and the bergamat is an orange, but it looks like a lime. So we're using Ferrari Radiant Bergamat. So that's our shave for today. So shall we get started? I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Oh, before I get started, don't forget, www.theshavingcadre.com. Please come and visit us. Also, Drinks and Daves, our live episode tonight at 6 p.m. on both of our channels. But please subscribe to the Drinks and Daves channel on YouTube, because as soon as we get to 100, we can move all of our live broadcasts over to there. So please, please, please get your friends to subscribe. And today's subject is next door and other social media complaints. So this will be a fun one. So please join us. Another thing I'm going to do different today is because I know it can get monotonous to watch a 3-pass shave, especially if there's some quiet times and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is we'll share the first pass together and we'll talk about stuff. And then the next 2 passes, I'm going to speed up to shorten the length of the video. I'm doing some experimentation here. Because we are building slowly but surely. I think we're at 1,034 and trying to get to 1,100 for our next giveaway. But this soap is a bright lime, very nice. It's not like the Ghost lime, which has some cooling agent in it. This is just a pure lime. I wouldn't call it a West Indies lime, so it doesn't have some of that punch of an island, because, limes that are done a certain way kind of get a sea type feeling to them. This one does not have that. Now, the razor itself has been stropped on the balsa convex, as well as the convex bench strop, as have most of my stuff now. And again, this razor, I always have to be careful where that point is because it can dig in. That's why I've said before that locking your wrist is so important. And using your shoulder as a fulcrum. Now, in certain areas, you're going to have to bend it a little bit, but that way you always know where the tip's at. And also, those of you that have been watching me for a while, you'll notice that there's different speeds in which I shave. And mostly that is because of the type of blade. And this is a quarter hollow. And too bad that Jerry's no longer producing razors because they're wonderful. But I shave a little bit slower because I want to be very methodical with this type of razor. So as we get close to the end of this series, please put in the comments how you liked it, and then give me a suggestion for next week. And I'll do my best to try to accomplish that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to speed up the last two passes, listen to some music. We'll come back at the end of the video and discuss everything. Okay, so we'll see you in just a few. Okay, everybody, we're back. And do me a favor in the comments. Let me know if you like that new format of just listening to some music while I speed up the video, or if you like the old format, and that includes the titles and everything else. I'm kind of doing some experimentation here. And so let me know what you guys think overall. Virtually nothing from the alum today, a little bit. But this soap, for some reason, does give me a little tingly. Unlike any of the other soaps that are lime related, even the ghost lime doesn't give me this a little bit of tingle. So I don't know if there's just an additional something in this that makes me a little more sensitive. Because I have a tendency to be fairly sensitive to certain soap ingredients. Like unfortunately, I love rose. I absolutely love rose, but unfortunately I can't use it. Any type of cinnamon soap. One of my favorite soaps is La Poire Francais, which is a kind of like a pear tart from Henry Victoria. I think it's Henry Victoria. And I can't use it but very, very sparingly because it lights me up. So unfortunately, there's certain soaps, and I think everybody has that. So, you know, it happens, unfortunately, that you get that. And once again, we're in Arizona, so we're turning on the hot water to get cold water. Yay! Because our water heater's in the inside of the house, but if it doesn't get kicked on, it stays at the coolness of the house. So, believe it or not, our groundwater, which goes down pretty deep, is warmer than our inside water in our water heater until the water heater connects. So, all right, again, Thayer's lemon. Again, another pick from the boss, and she did a great job. So our question is, can she make it a triple header tomorrow? Again, I know I've gone over this before. Our razor was the Jerry Stark 6/8 chain link Damascus, known as the Viking, because it can be a beast. The Paladin PK47 with a select badger knot in it. As always, Ken and Cody at Paladin do a wonderful job. The soap today was the Ethos CBL collaboration in lime. Once again, we already used the Witch Hazel, which was there. So the first aftershave today is going to be the Skin Food Splash. Again, this was a collaboration between those two folks. This one is more of not a pure lime. I think that this is more of a key lime. Not quite as creamy as a key lime, but still pretty good. Very nice, very good emollients on the skin. And then, of course, my favorite lime, which is the West Indies lime. This pairs real well with Royal, but this is just a lime, just a pure punch in the face lime. It's fantastic. This is the type of lime that you want in a gin and tonic. And if it wouldn't kill me, I'd probably pour that into the gin and tonic. Yeah, I know I'm weird. Oh, and also, it should be noticed, and I noted that I need to say this today, that my good friend, my good pal, my good buddy, my brother from San Francisco, who is also my partner in Drinks and Daves, immediately after yesterday's shave, he immediately asked for my wife's phone number. Why, pray tell? Because I'm sure he wanted to totally derail, train wreck, and create a shave of death for me. So we caught him, but I'm sure behind the scenes he's sitting there, because I know that she will be on our live show today, and I think Dave's got something planned where he's going to kind of secretly tell her what she should pick for tomorrow's shave. So I'm watching you, Dave. Watching you. Anyway. For our talk today, the boss picked Yardley Gold, which, again, another good choice. And that's one thing I have to say, and I'm very, very thankful that instead of just picking stuff at random out of the shave den and the soap locker and the talc locker and all that, she actually spends some time putting things together, which is good. Danica yesterday made a comment about, having a variety rather than being matchy all the time. So in a way, this is a good thing, because this is an education about why I don't always have to be matchy, but my military background, everything's in the right order. Everything's grounded. People in the military understand what the word grounded means and everything else. So, okay. And then finally today, to finish out, just beautiful presentation. Ferrari does a wonderful job with their packaging, and this was given to me by a dear friend a long time ago. Unfortunately, we have lost touch, sadly. But Brian, thank you for this. And this is Radiant Bergamot, and it's going to take me a while. You guys are probably going to hear me say bergamot. But it's bergamat, not bergamot, not bergamot. It's bergamat, according to all the translation stuff I have looked at. So wonderful stuff. Okay, kids, that is day 2 of The Boss Picks the Shaves, or what I call captivity, or what did she pick? She did a great job. So anyhow, folks, I certainly appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, tell us what you think. Give us some ideas for next week. And let me know, seriously, if you like this new format. We get to 1,100, you guys get another prize. So once again, thank you much for joining us. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Take care.